Oh, this is Jasmine, spelled totally different. That's pretty wild. Jasmyne. I'm probably misspelling it badly, mispronouncing it. I mean, dear Dr. Morse, your love of this matter is greatly appreciated. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you. As we are learning and learning how to get to the heart of the matter. Thank you, because this is what we have to do, is we have to get to the cause of these things. Quit looking at the effects and start pulling back into chemistry and looking a little more simplistic. Out of that bears the complexity. You know, creation is complex, extremely, but it comes out of simplicity. So when we turn to simplicity, then the complex doesn't become so complex. But you can't find truth from the complex, because you're looking at the parts. You must always look from the whole, and then the parts make themselves self-evident. Yep. It's like school. Teachers, good teachers, is going to draw you a picture, like we do here. And of what they want to teach, people learn. This is why Chinese is in pictures. You learn better, and you can understand more. But you have to have a teacher that understands to be able to teach that way. Teachers that don't understand the totality of what they're teaching can't teach that way. Someone that understands the wholeness of everything can teach that way because they see it all. They see the interconnections and how it all fits. These are more spiritual teachers, of course. Good teacher wants to make everything fun for you, whether it's history, whether it's math, or whether it's whatever, and an understanding of how it all relates to the whole, and that's not being done. Everything's taught in parts academically. So when you graduate from medical school or naturopathic school, you're out there going, you were taught in pieces. So I teach from the whole, and it's better understood that way. Now, I had someone from either Southwest or Bastyr come one time, called me up, said, I need some clinicals. I said, well, come on. So somebody came in with some type of cancer or something, and when they were kind of looking there, and I asked the young man, I said, how would you take care of this problem? Oh my God. Went into B vitamins, went into all kinds of stuff. I'm looking at him, and I said, you know, my friend, you'll never make a healer if you don't learn the truth about things. And he just spent all the money and graduated, I think it was from Bastyr or something. Researchers have labeled an endogenous regulation system, the endocannabinoid system, and point to the application of CBD oil from industrial hemp to augment cannabinoid dysregulation in the body. Please shed some light on what it means to approach the understanding here without the use of this specific plant chemical supplement. You know, everybody's looking for lipids to simplify this. Everybody's looking for lipids that are anti-inflammatory. Looking for the better lipids that could have maybe a kick to the cells. But lipids are basically anti-inflammatory. I don't care what lipids you're taking. But people like the cannabis oil type factors. But to tell you the truth, you can oil yourself to death. You have to be careful with oils as well. You know, you're looking for fatty acids, but you have to have good absorption and everything else to have a good anti-inflammatory system. Your anti-inflammatory system is your lymph system. It's the one that gets rid of the acids and helps to neutralize the acids. This is the oil-based system of the body. So one doesn't need the cannabis oils and things like this to do this. It's just the in thing now. But Laetrile is another type of oil, B17, but it's another anti-inflammatory. And it's just anti-inflammatories help the response, the inflammation response, in that it makes things feel a little better. It would be no different than if you had arthritis in your wrist and you sprayed WD-40 on your wrist. Same concept. A lubricant, and oils are lubricants. Your lymph system is not just a lymphatic system. It's a lubricating system. It's synovial fluid, eye fluid. Everywhere you have fluids, lipids are a huge part of that fluid for lubrication and anti-inflammatory purpose to keep the joints healthier longer. If you didn't have that, acids would destroy you many, many, many times faster. Many times faster. So this is why this is all a lipid-based system. But a lot of people want to take the cannabis oils, and a lot of people swear by them and things like that. But you really have to draw back and fix the problem, not treat the problem with oils and stuff like that. That's why these ketogenic diets help people to certain degrees in terms of symptomology, but it doesn't give you a sense of wellness and health and bring your cells into that state and fix the kidneys, fix the adrenals. None of those diets do those things. By the way, it made me think of Dr. Oz. What's wrong with this guy? First, he takes 12 people to a zoo and gets right into the raw. And this is pretty much the same with a lot of people. They touch the truth and then they back away from it. And that's what I see Dr. Oz. He keeps walking up to the truth and backing up and walking up to the truth. So he's got a new diet plan. He just released, what was it, yesterday? New diet plan. So basically eat a fairly healthy diet. No definition of that. Pretty much what you want, but try to be a little healthier, but one day cheat. One day just eat anything you want. That's his new diet plan. It's like something's gotten to him. Maybe too much TV. I mean, what? He doesn't. I saw him a segment several weeks ago where he had all raw foods around him. He looked like he'd been doing some raw foods because you could tell the difference when you are and when you're not. And I'm looking at him and I'm going, what happened to that? So that's the problem. It's a problem we all face in little bitty dosages. Because again, we've been conditioned so much. They say after age 5, you're pretty much set with your conditioning. So it's tough. It's tough. But some people have a real tough time, and you just have to back away from that. That's the only thing I could help you with this, honey, unless you were looking for more stuff on that. I really don't have too much to say on that. I know there's a lot of people suffering, and if something that's not too bad for you can help you in that way, but again, there's all these other factors. There's a little bit of a neurological suppression to this. I've also said that marijuana is a little bit of a neurotoxin. So you need to be careful with some of these type of things. They're okay. They're good to relax as long as you get high quality plants and stuff. But again, just a good raw food diet brings peace and love and joy and consciousness to your world. You don't need to have smoking down on a plant or anything to get that, But, I don't have anything against it. It's just that it's acid forming. All things are acid forming. Depends how you ingest it. But